If you don't remember Ghostwire, I'm sure you remember this adorable moment from Bethesda's conference at last year's E3.
Thank you!
Ikumi Nakamura stole our hearts, but also presented us with a cinematic trailer for this brand new IP that piqued a lot of people's interests. It was only a cinematic, but it was a vibe. I can say that for me, as a filthy weeaboo, this trailer looked like a dream come true. And that dream isn't particularly dry, that's all I'm saying. Japanese mythology and urban legends mixed with modern big city aesthetics automatically gets me going. The game instantly became one of my most expected titles, and I was itching to see how they'd handle the atmosphere. The trailer didn't give us much info about the game, but a few of the things we could pick up from it were that the game was set in modern day Tokyo, and that they were going for a very eerie and mysterious vibe. After all, Tango Gameworks, the studio behind this game, is known for The Evil Within, an atmospheric, critically acclaimed horror title. Well, turns out the stealthy, eerie vibe that the trailer gave off might not be what we get in the final game. The new gameplay trailer we got just a few days ago had a distinctly different vibe compared to the reveal trailer. It looked more action-packed, vibrant, and arcadey. The combat is an unusual first-person magical type deal where our character uses his hands to conjure up some sort of bright pixely attacks, which he then uses to punch bright pixely holes in his enemies. The monsters look abundant, and it doesn't seem like there's much suspense or anticipation leading up to an encounter. The Umbrella Men, for example, seemed way more scary and mysterious in the previous trailer, whereas here they just look like generic enemies. Looking at the comments and the subreddit for this game, you can tell that the new trailer ruined a lot of boners for people. No one blatantly hates it, but the general consensus is that the direction looks different between the two trailers. Now, there's been some weird stuff going on at Tango. If you're wondering why our waifu Ikumi wasn't part of this year's presentation, it's because she actually left the studio shortly after we got that reveal. This is unusual because A, she worked as a creative and art director at Tango for 9 years, and B, because this game that she was in charge of was still unfinished at the time that she left. Some people suspect that the shift in direction was due to her leaving, which is untrue, and here's why.
It is an action-adventure game.
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for.
Both Shinji Mikami, the studio's director, and Ikumi made it very clear that this is an action-adventure game from the very beginning. However, I have to admit that the trailer didn't really portray it that way, and I can't blame people for expecting something different. There's also rumors that she and a number of other employees left because of Bethesda once again being shit and tearing the company apart. Woohoo, big surprise. They're also the ones to blame for Ghostwire being a timed PS5 exclusive, which I'm totally okay with when it's an indie game from an unknown developer trying to get their foot in the industry for the first time, but for a publisher as big as Bethesda to be so greedy as to make this game and also Deathloop unavailable to a big part of their already existing player base at launch is plain scummy. So after Ikumi left, the studio's founder Shinji took over the project. Shinji is very respected by fans of The Evil Within for the great work that he did on it. I hope that if the Bethesda rumors are true, they at least don't end up influencing his vision for the game. The man is known for The Evil Within, but prior to forming his own studio, he worked at Capcom, and other than his work on Resident Evil, he also directed a few non-horror games, like the beat-em-up God Hand and third-person shooter Vanquish, so he's not experienced exclusively in horror games. To be honest, I'm still hyped as fuck for Ghostwire. Call me a weeb, but we've still never seen Tokyo portrayed in this neo-noir style and in this much detail. I'm a pretty simple man, and it doesn't take much to please me. I mean, did you see my wife? If I can roam around Tokyo at night, climb these giant skyscrapers and observe the view, that would make this a 10 out of 10 game for me. Of course, this relies a lot on them getting the atmosphere and the world design right, which still remains to be seen. Considering there's not much info about the game, here's everything that we know so far. In this game, Tokyo is overrun by deadly supernatural forces after 99% of the city's population vanished. You use a powerful arsenal of spectral abilities to fight the paranormal threat and unravel the mystery behind the mass disappearance. Here's a a few spirits we know we'll be facing. Amewarashi. This entity manifests as a young child in a yellow raincoat, derived from the powerful emotions of sadness caused by being separated from his parents, as well as his innocent yet mischievous spirit. This visitor will call for help and bring forth fellow spirits when it feels threatened. Shiro Mu Ku. Shiro Mu Ku is a traditional type of pure white wedding kimono, and though she may appear to be a bride, this visitor is actually a physical manifestation of powerful emotions. This visitor represents regret and strong feelings for a partner she was never able to marry. This next one shows some pretty terrifying images when you Google it. Kuchisake. Inspired by an actual urban legend, the Kuchisake Onna is a strong and agile opponent, capable of closing distances quickly to get at you with her large scissor blades. Be careful if she asks you if you find her attractive, there are no right answers there. Sounds like my wife, am I right, boy? I just want to play as this dude, to be honest. Seeing this part where these masked techwear ninjas jumped from the tower made me cream my pants. I also love the bow from the previous trailer, even though we didn't get to see any gameplay with it. There's something I love about playing with bows, and I think it could be especially fun in a modern big city setting like Tokyo. The game is coming in 2021 to PS5 and PC. If you've watched till the end, this is a good opportunity for me to ask for your hand in marriage, so leave a comment letting me know if you want to spend the rest of your life with me, and subscribe to instantly make that happen.